Good morning. Today I will review this Heirloom Silver Needle from Mei Leaf. Pretty much. I'm just going to open it now. I also got a double-walled glass cup. Don't know how much you can see any of it. Yeah. So I thought I will open it in front of you. I have some normal silver needle, so I can put them side by side to each other, and I can show you the differences between the leaves. Right, let's open this one up. Oh, come on now. There. It's open now. Right. So this is how it normally comes in this little box, and also you can peel off these labels from the back as well, and you can stick it on these tins where you can store your tea. Also from Mei Leaf. Quite like the idea of this because pretty much the label is on the box. You can just take the label off, you can stick it on, and once you are out of the tea you can take the label off, give it a quick wipe, and you can put another one on. And also I like the fact that all of these little, let me just zoom in a bit more on this. So all of these markings, because you don't need to put Mei Leaf tea in these tins, you can put whatever you want, and you have all of these letters corresponding to each tea, and you can mark them up, like for example O for oolong, and and G for green, white tea, yellow tea, and you can mark them here, and you will know if it's black tea, if it's an oolong tea. Obviously with Mei Leaf they just put it there, this is a white tea, and all of the labels are different, but also all of these little motifs, as you match the tins up, they match up, so it's just brilliant, and it's just a tin. Unlike other places like for example Jing tea, they have really fancy tins, golden tins, but if you want a magnetic label which says what tea it is, you have to buy the label separately. I mean, how much easier is this? The label is already on the box that you got the tea in, you peel it off and you stick it on. It's way much easier. Anyway, back to the tea. Right. What I am going to do first is, as you can see, that this one, I used to keep the Guangxi silver needle in this, let's zoom in, but obviously I will, because this one is empty now. And also you can stack these up, you can stack them up as high as you want, but I think 3 high is enough. Otherwise you will just knock it over and have whole thing. It's just just 3 high is enough for me. If you want to stack it up to 4 or 5 high, that's up to you. Anyway, so let's take this label off. Simply just peel it off. There. That's it. That was it. So I pulled it off. That can go into the bin. Peel it off from the back as well. Simple as that. Just now. There's nothing there. Yeah, there are no glue or any remnants left there. So now, since this is empty and this is empty, it's easier to take the labels off and put the labels on the tin while they are empty, because you can hold the tin like this, right? And you can put the label on. But if you put a tea in and you hold the tin like this and you fill with the label, you just end up pouring out the tea. So just leave the tea in the pouch, take the label off from the box, which can be a little bit tricky sometimes, but fairly simple. There. So as you can see, the label peels off from the box, and then you just line it on the corners and there you go. Simple. Now the back. Because on the back it says the origin. So this Heirloom Silver Needle is supposed to be something really special. It comes. It's a 2020 March picking, so it's a year old. Dahao cultivar, Taimu, maybe Fujian, China. Look it up on Mei Leaf website, because my pronunciation in Chinese territories is not the great. But the elevation is 800 meters apparently, and yeah, we can use 95 degrees water, 4 grams per 100 ml, 30 seconds first infusion, and apparently I can infuse this 7 times, we shall see. But everything is on the label, so you don't have to keep that in mind. You just peel the label off. You just peel the label off, right, just like that. And there at the back, because if you don't have your, if you don't have Mei Leaf tea in, you still have these symbols there, where you can put your notes with a marker pen, like the water temperature, infusion times, how many times you can put in. So it's quite handy, so you don't need to, yeah, pretty much you have, I don't know if it will zoom, come on, zoom on the thing, not on my phone. No, it's not going to zoom, is it? No, not zoom, I'm in focus. Come on. Anyway, there is a little chart under the temperature mark where you put your water temperature notes. It says gram, ounce, teaspoon, 100 ml or cup, and you can mark it up. So pretty much you have a space there where you put the number and you mark it up if it's gram or it's ounce or it's teaspoon, and if it's for a cup or if it's for 100 ml. So it's really great for everybody. Anyway, let's put this on as well. So there it was. Now you have the label on the back, label on the front, so you can see what tea it is, how to brew it, and then you just put it on. Let's just zoom out. There. So you just put it on there, put the lid on, that's it. Right, back to the tea. Because obviously you want to put that into your tin. Oh, this one is very well done. Okay, might need a pair of scissors. Luckily I have one here, but it is not really great, so I go and get some. there. There's the rubbish. Okay. Right. Now they are in my tin. Yay! Let's take them out. Oops, dropped some. I don't really measure it by grams nowadays. I just go by the looks, because I roughly know how much my teapots can take. Think it maybe a little bit more. Like this. Like this, maybe. Yeah, it should be fine. Right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they are pretty green. Let me just bring my thing over. Because that's that. Because I have just normal silver needle here as well. So nothing fancy. But that is more yellow than this one. And this heirloom. Let's just put a couple side by side and I bring over the camera. Mind you, today is not the best day, is it? It's all cloudy and murky. So I don't have much light here. Let's bring over the camera. Right. Yes, that's the phone that controls the recording. There's a little mic, so I record the voice as well with the phone. And there's a cable that goes into the wall because I forgot to charge my phone. Let's see. So this is the normal silver needle. This is the heirloom. As you can see, it's the same color. So yeah, like this. Let's put it there. There. So as you can see, the normal one is more yellowish, green yellowish, but the heirloom one is really harsh green, and the leaves are much smaller. Right? So yeah, I don't know. Let's give it a go. Tip. Am I going to be? Yeah, okay. So let's put this one back here. Yeah, let's make this quick because my jacket potatoes are nearly done. And put this back here. There. Right. So I got my niching teapot here. I got my glass here, double walled from Mei Leaf. Mind you, this glass is really this little cup, which is made out of glass, but it feels like not like regular hard glass. It feels a bit softish. Almost gives you the illusion of being plastic because of the weight as well. It's really light. It's really light. So yeah, but it works well. And also because of this big opening on the top, and because it's so big, it gives you the illusion, and because it's transparent, it gives you the illusion that is a really big cup. But no, because you only have that little bit in the middle. So you will see how much, as I put the tea in, you will see that the actual cup is just 50 mils, but it's how much smaller than the inside than the outside. But as you look in, you don't see it because obviously it's transparent, so it gives you the illusion it's a really huge cup, but it's not. It's 50 mils, so it's a normal size. It's just, I don't know, when you look inside it, it gives you the feeling that it's like 150 mil. Anyway, yeah, so I have the tea, I sorted that one out. Now let's just warm up some water, heat up some water, warm up everything, and yeah, let's crack on. So I have the kettle here. I descaled it a couple of days ago, so there is no lime scale in it, so that shouldn't affect the taste. So let's just warm stuff up here quickly. I don't normally record this because I like to keep my videos short, makes everything easier during editing as well. Yeah, so let's warm this up. Oh, of course I made a mess. Brilliant. But yeah, should have taken my tea tray out, but I haven't used it for ages. Anyway, yeah, let's just keep it as it is. So let's have a little smell of this tea. As I said earlier, really green, harsh green leaves, and probably you saw it as well. And also they are very tiny, really delicate leaves. And you can definitely smell the difference, because the normal silver needle just reminds you like something very old, like old furniture, something that gives you that little warmth as well. It's just weird. But this one has that, but not with warm feeling, but with freshness, greeny smell. Well, the leaves are a bit more greener, so what does it say on the? It says on the label that it's sun withered and charcoal baked in tiny batches, soft and sticky with cooked soy milk, nougat and grapes. So that's what I'm supposed to kind of get. We shall see. This is what is it? What is all of this about? Have all of this fancy thing going on that you get soy milk, nougat and grapes and whatnot. So I'm just checking if it is true, if I can, you know. This is why I started to record all of this, really. Let's see. Put this in. Come on now. There. Thankfully, there's quite a large opening on this niching pot. It's hot. Careful because it's hot. Let's shake it a bit. Okay. Yeah, you really have to make this quick because the teapot can cool down. But as you shake it around, I can get where all of this nougat notes are coming from, what it says. But obviously that will be on the taste, really, but on the smell as well, you can smell a little bit that can remind you a little bit of nougat and something greeny that can remind you a bit of grapes. But you really have to focus on that. Okay, let's rinse this. Put the kettle down without pouring the water on the carpet, because I'm renting this place and they would replace the carpet and I would have to pay for the carpet if I would make a mess. So I don't want to do that. Right. Should have got a tea towel. Ow, ow. Let's see. Because now it's just rinsed. Okay. So let's blow the steam away so it won't go up in your nose, because it will just burn you. Yeah, I'm getting really fresh notes, so there is a huge difference between this and the Silver Needle. I'm really getting fresh notes on this. With all of those deep notes as well that would remind you like nougat or maybe like that old furniture something, but that's really toned out. The freshness is the most dominant thing on this. Right, let's pull that away and do our first brew. Right, I'm back. So, what did it say? 95 degrees water, which is roughly 95 degrees. And 30 seconds, let's see. So, right, let's see. Righty-ho. Ow. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So on the wet leaves, there is this something that kicks in that you can associate with soy milk, on top of everything. So you still have that underlying nougat-y old furniture, those deep notes, but the freshness and the and those soy milk kind of notes dominate on the wet leaves. Very interesting. It's it's completely different than the normal Silver Needle. Let's just let's just have a sniff. Let's just put some here. I know it will be dry leaves, right? Let's just compare them quickly. I'm gonna put a bit more. Yeah, this totally just reminds me of an old furniture, old something. But this one is much nicer. Don't get me wrong, this is really nice. I like it. But this one has something extra in it. Like as I said, all of this old furniture tones, they are dialed down, and there is some sort of freshness in it. Let's see, let's put this here, and let's see if I can zoom in. Big zoom out. There, because then you can see the cup. So that's that. Let's just how would it be the best? Maybe if I bring it over. So I don't know how much you can see. But this is the color of the liquor. Right. It is quite yellowish actually. And as you can see that what I was saying, that it is a 50 ml vanilla, but in a really large cup. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is completely different than a normal silver needle. Wow, okay. So yeah, what hits me is that kind of freshness that reminds you a bit of fruitiness, but it's not fruity, but it's fresh, so it's completely different than what I was expecting. Where shall I put this? Just leave it there. I'll just put it there out of the way. Right. Yeah, it is quite thick, maybe medium thick, because you can see how it moves around. This is almost like giving you some sort of refreshing feeling as you the other way, as you taste it. Gives you this freshy thing, not as fresh as a green tea would, but similar. It doesn't give you, because with the normal silver needle it just gives you this old furniture, old and really warm feeling. That's what it gives me. But this one, it's just bright. It's just really strange. It's bright. And all of those old furniture notes, old warm notes, they are just they are just underlaying, but the brightness there, that is the main dominant thing. And as you play with it, as you swallow it and you still have a bit on your tongue and you just play with it, it kind of reminds you of I would say that grapes would definitely come into my mind, but not the dark ones, the green grapes, and not as bitter as the skin of the grape. Definitely not bitter. This tea is definitely not bitter, don't get me wrong. But that kind of brightness, that what would you get from green grapes, but not the skin, but just the grapes itself. So imagine that you have green grapes, you peel the green grape, and you have the green grape, and you have that brightness but without the bitterness of the skin. Yeah, pretty much. And it's less thick than the normal silver needle. I believe it's less oily, if you know what I mean. It's less coating, but in a really nice way. To be honest with you, this is a really nice tea. Would it worth the price though? Yes and no, because the price is quite high up. I will have to do a complete brew, because this is just the first brew, right? And I will have to go through properly. And yeah, I will go through properly this tea. I will brew it a couple more times, and I will just put conclusions in. Okay.
Hmm.